The NBA playoffs have been going on for a few weeks now, and now it's time for us to talk about it. Since they started, the Lakers and the Cavaliers have been on a crash course. That's been the consensus. These two teams will be in the finals. They're holding serve, but there is one more contender out there, the Denver Nuggets, that I think are showing pretty well for themselves. Mike, what do you think of the Nuggets and also the playoffs in general?
Well, I like Denver's team a lot. I think they've really sort of congealed around Chauncey Billups to a team that makes a lot more sense. Carmelo Anthony, I think, has really grown up as a player and matured. And they're a team, I think, because the Lakers, not only because the Nuggets are pretty impressive, but because the Lakers are kind of flawed, I think that has a chance to be a great series, assuming that is the Western Conference Final, which is, I think, is a pretty safe assumption at this as we speak on Tuesday.
I think it's a safe assumption as well, the way these teams have been playing. The key was that Denver took a chance. Joe Dumars' chance with the Pistons didn't work out. November 3rd, he made a trade, trading Iverson to Detroit. Chauncey Billups comes back.
I really think it's that is an epic, that is a historically significant trade in NBA history. I really, it's huge because it completely changed the makeup and the personality and the fortunes of two teams. Yeah. I mean that deal destroyed the Detroit Pistons, because you can say, it's easy to say, well, it was a salary cap move, and but when you say that, then you say you say to the Pistons players, we're conceding this season. Well, that's a veteran. You think Rasheed Wallace is going to show up every night with the same attitude if he knows that his ownership is conceding the season? I mean, that just completely blew their season away and took the Denver Nuggets to another level.
It shows the importance of having a great floor general out there. Billups just knows. Last year they won 50 games. This year they tied a franchise record 54. So they're not that far off. But the difference with the way they look offensively and defensively, the way Billups gets guys in position out there, knows when to take that three-point shot. He'll just come down, as our new producer, Casey, had mentioned, Iverson would just go down firing. Billups will come down and just fire sometimes, but it's when it's the right time.
Different animal, yeah.
It's different animal, yeah. And they're fun to watch this year, whereas they were helter-skelter last year.
I think they're the most fun team to watch that's still playing, yeah.
I think you're right.
No doubt.
Can they beat the Lakers?
I think so. But I hate to say this, but this is where the referees become an issue. They really do. I mean, you can't talk about the NBA without talking about this. This is reality, and David Stern doesn't want to hear it, but it's reality. And there's no question that they want to see the Lakers and the Cavaliers play in the finals for TV ratings, for marketing purposes, and it's going to be difficult for the Nuggets to win that series for that reason. I really believe that.
Let me ask you, the Cavaliers, how impressed have you been with LeBron and his followers?
Well, I think LeBron is the best player in the NBA. I think he's the best player in the world. I think he's going to end up being one of the best players in the history of the world. I can't. I'm just blown away by him. I think he's a phenomenal basketball player in every area of the game. And now they've built a team around him, much in the same way that I think the Chicago Bulls were built around Jordan, in the sense that he has a lot of guys who are role players, guys who can do specific things. They're certainly not great all-around players, but guys who can do specific things, and they're real good defensively. They've become a very, very good defensive team. I think they have some individuals who are kind of underrated defensively as defensive players. Delonte West is a good example of that. I think they're the favorite to win the whole deal.
One of the keys was Mo Williams. My friend Mark Wanger, name drop, and had mentioned, why is Cleveland so good this year? I said they got Mo Williams, who's, again, a pretty good point guard, who knows when to shoot and when to distribute.
Yeah, he's very good, and I'm glad we got your buddy's name in.